I love scotch. Scotch, scotch, scotch. Hey, it's Jessica Sittimer, the Green Light Coach. I help you get more work, better work, or different work. And you are watching Just Gets Real. And today we're talking about choices. When Ron Burgundy, beloved news anchor, lost his job, he lost his identity and spiraled into a deep despair. And when you make choices from a place of despair, they're usually not good ones.
It's so damn hot. Milk was a bad choice.
Anchorman is one of my favorite movies. It's actually one of my go-to movies when I'm feeling down and I want to change my state of mind. I'm just mentally anchored to laugh when I watch it. Knowing what makes you laugh is a good tool when you start that spiral down to pull yourself out. That said, I know there are some of you who are seeing this too late. You're already down, too far down, deeply in despair. You're not alone. I mean, many great artists and visionaries have battled with depression and hopelessness. I wish I could say the right words that would change how you feel, that would give you a light at the end of the tunnel, that would ease your mind and give you the knowing that not only will you pull through this, but you will come out of it stronger and wiser. For some, it's not even despair. You might wake up in the morning and just feel blah, no appetite, no drive, tired even though you had 8 hours of sleep, and you just wonder why. Why am I feeling like this? Here's the thing, when you ask why, your mind is going to come up with answers for you, and based on the emotional state you're in, they won't be good answers. They will be answers that make you feel worse. When it happens to me, I call it Jessica and Hyde syndrome, like Jekyll and Hyde, because the way I've experienced it, it's like I'm two different people. With two completely different brains who have completely different thoughts and goals. And the thoughts and goals are completely at odds with each other. When I'm Hyde, I seriously try to talk myself out of my dreams, convince myself to give up on them. And when I get out of that state, back to Jessica, I look back at the thoughts I was having and think, was I crazy? I have absolutely no desire to give any of my dreams up. I love everything about my life. I am so grateful for the opportunities I have and the people in my life. Who the heck was that this morning? Being someone who thrives on learning, I worked with a nutritionist. Turns out Jessica turns to Hyde when I don't eat enough. I get busy, and as important as I know it is to focus on my food intake and maintaining my blood sugar, I slip up and Hyde appears. But I recognize it now when it happens. And for however many hours it lasts, the most important thing I've learned is not to make any choices in that state. I've also learned to expect it will pass. And though Hyde insists it won't, I don't listen. I force myself to eat, and a few minutes later, almost like magic, Jessica is back. As creative people, there are lots of opportunities to doubt our future, to doubt whether we're on the right track, to doubt whether we have what it takes to make it. But as George Burns said, I honestly think it's better to be a failure at something you love than a success at something you hate. The choice, of course, is yours to make. All I ask you to consider is not to make that choice when you are in a state of despair, because that is not your natural state, and that side of you should not be making your important decisions. Seek out professional help if you feel you need it, or get curious about if it's a mental obstacle or a physical obstacle like diet or hormones, because if you educate yourself, it will give you a knowing. Whether you use that knowing to plan your way through it, or whether your knowing gives you the ability to just be in the moment and let go. Know when you're feeling what you're feeling, and it will pass either way. You will make better choices because you will be making them from the part of you who believes in yourself and your dreams. Now I want to hear from you. Do you ever feel like Jekyll and Hyde? Do you have solutions that have worked for you to pull you out of despair? If so, please share them with us in the comments below. Did you enjoy this video? If so, subscribe to this channel and share it with your friends. And if you want even more insights and to keep up with where and when I'm speaking, Go over to thegreenlightcoach.com and sign up for my newsletter. And remember, you are a piece of the puzzle that makes entertainment. And entertainment moves the world, so the world needs you. When you make choices from airplanes, it's not a good place. Well, it's fine. My hair was doing a thing.